And you've got to think about what you want. You've got to feel as if you already have it. And then you've got to take actions like the person you want to become. Hey, it's Kim Calvert from Dynamite Lifestyle, and I am so excited to be back in here inside our YouTube channel. And today we are talking all things about money. And I want to give you 3 things that my mentor, Bob Proctor, taught me about money so that my understanding changed and I was able to create more of it. Now, the first thing we've got to set the rules before we get into this teaching is we got to assess, what do you think and feel about money? Because ultimately, that is the most important thing, and that will define whether you have it or whether you don't. So the question is, what are your thoughts when you think about money? Just think about that right now. Even what's the first word or image or feeling that comes into your mind? And whatever that is, it could be not enough of it. It could be I want more of it. It could be I don't want to talk about it. Whatever that is, it's not right or wrong. But I want you to ask yourself, how does that make you feel when you think about money? If it feels to you good, brilliant. If you don't feel very comfortable talking about money, it maybe even makes you feel sick, anxious, worried, I don't know, then you want to get to the end of this video because I want to help you take back control of what you think and what you feel on the inside. Isn't it amazing how we let money tell us what we're feeling? And here's a prime example. How many times have you walked into a shop, seen something you really love and want, and you're like, yes, I'm going to grab this and get it, I can't wait. And you turn the price tag around and you suddenly, it doesn't fit. It's not the right color. You have every reason under the sun why it's not a good time to buy this. Have you done this? I know I have done it. And that is interesting to me because there's also shops that you can go into and they don't even have the price tags on them. And there's a reason behind that. You see, when it comes to money, you've got to understand what money is and how that plays a part in our thinking, our feelings, and then our actions. Because ultimately, I was taught, and perhaps you were, and you got to work hard to get money. You've got to be smart to get money. But here's the actual truth. You don't get money. You earn money. Money is earned. Anybody that wins money or gets money from another source, you usually find they don't keep it for very long. And that's because the money that we generate or earn in our life is a direct ratio to how we think and feel about money. So right now, if you're feeling good about money, we call that your point of attraction. That means money's going to show up in your life. If you don't feel good about money, then money is going to be hard to get your hands on. Now, don't get me wrong. If this is the first time you're hearing this, it sounds a bit crazy. It sounds, what on earth has your feelings got to do with money? And the reason that perhaps some people think or feel that way, even listening to this, is because we were never taught about money. Isn't that amazing? We all have spent many years, sometimes many decades, in education, in schooling. However, nobody taught us what money was. Nobody really taught us how to earn it. Nobody taught us how to make decisions. And what we really were taught was, you've got to be really smart, you've got to get a good job, get one with a pension, get a government job, and you'll be okay. I know that you've heard that. I've heard it. In fact, I've worked with people all over the world and they all agree with that point. So one, why do we keep spreading this and why are things not changing? And the truth is because if we're not taught about it in school, the likelihood of us in our adult life coming into an awareness of what money is not very high. This is why 97% of the population are struggling and are stuck and are not living the life that they really want. So let me just get clear on one point. What is money? Money is just energy, okay? That's all that it is. Just like me, just like you, just like this camera, just like this glass of water. Money is just energy. But things and items and physical things that we have in our life, we put a value on them. Now, if I had a pound or let's say $1 bill, okay, and I also had a piece of paper, both things are just paper. Wouldn't you agree? But one, aka the dollar bill, has a lot more value to it. So really something becomes important to us when we place value on it. And it really comes down to placing attention. So the question then is, how do you feel about money? If you're feeling, as I've said, not good about it, you are putting a feeling of a negative nature on a topic that is actually keeping it further from you. All science, all theology have taught us that we become what we think about. This is where the laws come in, the laws of success. And you've got to think about what you want. You've got to feel as if you already have it. And then you've got to take actions like the person you want to become. So if you want more money in your life, you've got to start thinking about money that you want. Now that seems pretty simple. Okay, Kim, think about what you want and you attract more of it. Think about what you don't want, you will also attract more of it. Now the question is, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about creating more money? Are you thinking about what you want to spend it on? Are you thinking about the exact amount that you want? Probably not. Now the question is, why? If you want it, why are you not thinking about it? Why are you not planning ways of using it? And the truth is, and what I've found working with thousands of people all over the world, is we feel guilty. We feel bad thinking about wanting more money. And we feel that way because, again, we were not taught to understand money and we were taught to not talk about it. Different belief systems and different even religion comes into it. And we have all these different beliefs and habitual thoughts around money. But money's just money. Money doesn't make you happy. Money doesn't make you sad. Money is an absolute standalone topic. If you are a happy person and you get more money, you're going to be happier. If you are a sad person and you get money, you will probably use that for destructive things and become more sad, more depressed, more anxious. But it's not about money, and it is about time that we start to understand how to separate it. Because there are so many people in this world not thinking about what they want, not coming up with creative ideas. And if they've got the ideas, they're not maybe actioning them because they are crippled by a fear around money. And the fear comes from lack of understanding, not being taught in school, not being taught by parents, not really coming across it in our adult life. We also feel that it is bad to have money. Guilt comes into play. I should be grateful for what I have. But here's the truth. If money is just energy, and energy can't be created or destroyed, it is always present, then really what it comes down to is you've got to come up with ideas to generate the money. As I said, money is earned, and there's a great law, it's called the law of compensation, and it decrees that the amount of money that you earn is in direct ratio to just three things. One, there needs to be a need for what you do. Two, you got to be good at it. And three, you've got to be hard to replace. So let's just think of a musician or an artist. Is there a need for music in this world? Yes. Depending on how good you are, okay, you're either going to be just doing it in your bedroom or you're going to be doing live stages. Okay, that's going to make a big difference in the amount of money you earn. So your ability is key. Then the third one is you're hard to replace. Well, you're going to stay on the #1 chart if you're hard to replace, but that is taken care of itself if you become really good at it. So actually #2 is the only one you need to think about, your ability to do the thing. Now I know if you're listening to this video, you want more money and you probably don't really want the money, you want more experience in your life. You want more choices, you want more freedom. Because that is what the key to understanding is all about in regards to money. Nobody wants money. Money is pieces of paper. Money is digits on a screen on your computer. Money is boring in itself. It just gives you the ability to have choices. So I want you to spend some time today thinking. First, ask yourself, what do I think about money? What do I feel about money? And what are my actions showing me about what I really think and feel? Either you're taking action in your business, your life, your career, your relationships, or you're not taking action. And I will guarantee you it'll all come back to how you think and feel around money, or that fear, that ignorance, not knowing how. You can change all of that if you just start to study you. Because as I say, money is independent. I believe the secret, and the secret that I have really opened myself up to, is to forget about the money and think about the service. If the musician needs to play the music, shouldn't die with the music still in them. And when they do what they love to do, when they live their purpose, when they are able to let this energy that flows into them be expressed into music that millions of people around the world can listen to and enjoy, the return and reward through money and through a psyche income, which is only two ways you can make an income: material, money, or a psyche, feel good. And if you can find something that really allows you to earn physical money and create a psyche income, that good feeling of service, you are never going to look or be in need for anything in your life. So my advice to you today is ask those questions. What do you think, feel, and act about money? What does that tell you about your understanding? And then the big one, what do you want? What would you do with the money? How would you circulate the money? As I said, money's boring by itself, and it must be circulated. It must be put into circulation for it to grow. I know I have some family members that I've seen in the past, and they store all their money and they save it for a rainy day and they keep it just in case. Don't do that. Don't be foolish with your money. I'm not saying go out and just spend it all around the place. But don't hoard your money, because when you hold that in, it's coming from a place of lack. You're afraid of losing it. And again, that all comes into this understanding. So I want you to realize three things as we wrap up today. One, money is very important. You got to think about it. You got to start talking about it. You got to start teaching your kids about it. Okay? The world is changing. It's a new economy. And our economy will always come down to our understanding of money. Second thing, money is an absolute servant. You are the master. Always get that the right way around. Don't let money control you. Don't be that person in the shop looking at the price tag to see if you're capable or worthy to wear that. Don't let a piece of cardboard, that is literally all it is, making you decide that it's not worthy for you to have that. Okay? You're the master. Money is the servant. And the last one, as I say, is circulation. You've got to start to understand how to bring it in and how to get it moving for you. So sit and think to yourself, if you had a magic wand and you could earn any amount of money that you could, maybe turn your annual income into a monthly income, what would that do for you? Don't just go for the new house and the new car and a holiday. Think beyond that. What would you do the next month? What would you do the next month? Because here's the thing. When you crack the code to understanding what money is and how you can attract it to you, it's permanent. It will keep coming to you once you learn this. Just like how I spent many years, it just kept not coming to me. You can flip the switch. You can make everything work for you instead of working harder. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please comment below, turn on your notifications, and continue to follow us as we'll be bringing way more content around these topics. Thank you so much.